From a world of tyrants beneath this western sky forms a new dominion, a land of liberty. The world shall own, we're masters here, then hasten on the bay. Huzzah, 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 for free America, for free America.
When, in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation.
Who has before seen a disciplined army formed at once from such raw materials? Who that was not a witness could imagine that men who came from the different parts of the continent would instantly become but one patriotic band of brothers? Unhappy it is, though, to reflect that a brother's sword has been sheathed in a brother's breast, and that the once happy and peaceful plains of America are either to be drenched with blood or inhabited by slaves. But can a virtuous man hesitate in his choice? The preservation of the sacred fire of liberty is staked on the experiment entrusted to the hands of the American people.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
There is no disposition to compromise now. Nearly everyone is anxious to see the government fully tested as to its strength and see if it is not worth preserving. Everyone must be for or against his country and show his colors too by his every act. I feel the full weight of the responsibilities now devolving upon me, and I know that if they are met, it will be due to the noble armies that have fought in so many fields of our common country. They came from their homes and fields, as they did in the time of the Revolution, giving everything to the country. So long as our young men are animated by this spirit, there will be no fear for the Union.
Whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness.
Few seem to appreciate that a resort to arms under the circumstances would involve practically the whole civilized world. What it would mean in its appalling destruction of human life, its devastation of countries, and in the suffering of populations. The American people willingly sent their sons to battle. With unstinted generosity, they gave of their substance, and with fortitude bore the sacrifices that fell to their lot. The French people have everywhere received them more as relatives and intimate friends than as soldiers of a foreign army. There can be no doubt that the relations here assure a permanent friendship between the two peoples. I pay the supreme tribute to our officers and soldiers of the line. Their heroism, their patience under hardships, their unflinching spirit of offensive action. Their deeds are immortal, and they have earned the eternal gratitude of our country.
All experience hath shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer, while evils are sufferable, than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty, to throw off such government.
Once again, America's call has gone out to all her sons to rally to the common defense. When a nation resorts to force to ensure its prosperity or its safety, the overwhelming majority of its citizens must first come to realize that collective self-preservation demands the submission of self-interest to the nation's welfare. A democracy resorts to war only when the vast majority of its people become convinced that there is no other way out. No other war in history has so definitely lined up the forces of arbitrary oppression and dictatorship against those of human rights and individual liberty. We look upon this shaken earth, and we declare our firm and fixed purpose: the building of a peace with justice in a world where moral law prevails. The building of such a peace is a bold and solemn purpose. To proclaim it is easy. To serve it will be hard. And to attain it, we must be aware of its full meaning and ready to pay its full price.
We, therefore, in the name and by the authority of the good people of these colonies, solemnly publish and declare that these united colonies are, and of right ought to be, free and independent states. And for the support of this declaration, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor.